I hit record like this. The video will look like that when I start. Okay, we are rolling. Don't forget I don't edit. So, I don't have my soundboard open. Stalling. I'm stalling. Hi, I'm stalling. And let's get this. Roll this beautiful bean footage. Yeah. That's hot. Scott's torch. Murder Inc. Hey girl, it's Hey Girl with Bobby Jean Spears, and I'm Bobby Jean Spears, and I am here with the legendary.
Are you ready?
Bareback Contessa.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
You
guys,
know what? I'm here.
I'm just gonna start this out with, if you're watching, I'm sorry. This is not a great advertisement for our Patreon because I brought out one whole light. I have
We
Scott,
usually sit
Scott
behind
at least
6, 7.
Yeah, Scott usually doesn't have an eye patch on, and
So you let the cat out of the bag there.
but even Scott has powdered his nose, and I have not. So
Yeah.
he cometh more prepareth. So if you're watching, you see our lovely BBC and all that he's bringing to the table.
It's been a week.
But we are infirmed.
Well, I'm infirmed.
Well, I'm infirmed mentally because I'm a zombie. I'm in the middle of a med dose change, and it's kind of got me feeling like I'm not here when I'm here. Have you ever felt like that?
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm watching my body go through the day.
Yeah.
And like I'm a zombie. And and I'm like, I was just talking to John about it. I feel like we might as well keep it real. I was just talking to John about it. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And he goes, you have to do it every week. You have to do it. You like to do it. Just do it. And I was like, I don't feel like I will be funny. I don't feel like I'll be like able to put it on, like not put it on. What am I trying to say? Put on a show or like, but he said, you got to do it. And he's right. I know we do. And I'm sure I'll snap out of it eventually, but right now it's not under my control. And I'm trying to just
write it out,
push through while it changes. Apparently you can have too much serotonin, which is what I've just been told by my.
And is that the good
I was
one or the
on
bad
with
one?
my serotonin is what you need more of when you're depressed. But if you're on too high of a dose of like an antidepressant, you can have too much serotonin, and that makes you want to sleep all day. But at the same time, you like, and when you're awake, you're like very zombified. Like you're like I can just stare, but at nothing.
Oh yeah.
And like I have
that.
like my personality, like I have to you have to force yourself to speak, move, but you're not sad like you were. You're just like, you're nothing. You're literally not happy. You're not sad. It's just like that.
There.
So that's my infirmary at the moment, if we're just being real with everyone. And your infirmary is more physically obvious, I would say.
Just ever so slightly.
So maybe this is a great time to plug our Patreon. If you would love to see our Bareback Contessa in his new outfit that I got him for this, even though I did bring out little to no lighting because I also look a hot mess. My roots are about, I don't know the metric system, but I want to say it in centimeters because it would sound longer.
I'm not a scientist.
But yeah, I didn't major in. Well, actually, you know what? 2.54 centimeters per inch. I did take that class.
I don't know what you're talking about.
2.54 centimeters is how long an inch is.
Oh.
That's the conversion rate.
Gotcha.
How I know that, I do not know.
It's one of those things that stuck with you and never left.
Yeah, because I needed it for everything to do conversions because every fucking thing in the medical universe uses the metric system. And like a milliliter is also like
I get it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I could give you a science lesson later, but why don't you?
So yeah,
let's recap last week.
If you recall, I had last week when we recorded.
Scott was all of us.
I was worried that I had a cataract.
The cataract
in my eyeball, and on Monday, I went to my scheduled optometrist appointment.
Which he needed new contacts
I did.
anyway, but this gave him like, luckily,
Yes,
he
I needed new
contacts.
contacts,
Because
but
I
then
don't think you would have gone to the eye doctor had you not needed contacts.
I would not have. I would have definitely
You would have
delayed
put
it
it off.
longer.
Yeah.
But then remember that little spot showed up on my eyeball that I was like, this is a cataract. Well, I need a contact, so let's just make the appointment now. So I went to the appointment on Monday. And it abruptly came to a halt.
Luckily, I work from home because he was like, hey.
I had to call Bobby because my optometrist, lovely gal, looked at me and said, we're going to have to get you to a specialist right now in a hurry. And that never is good.
No.
And I said, I'm sorry, what? She goes, your retina has detached. I said, detached from what?
My anus?
Like, she goes, it is detached from your eyeball on the inside. And I said, that doesn't sound good. And she goes, no, it can only be fixed via surgery or injection. And they need to be caught within 2 days.
Did you have the option?
No.
Oh.
They have to be caught with it. Now, here's the deal.
One thing helps one thing and one helps the other.
I feel like we caught it on day 5.
Correct.
They need to be caught within 48 hours. So I was 3 days past.
So you might have been able to get an injection had you gone.
But it's entirely possible. They never clarified.
The more you know, magic stars.
So I called Bobby and I said, I have been given strict instructions from my optometrist that we have to drive a half an hour up north, almost 40 minutes up north.
To the North Pole to Santa's
and
workshop.
And the only stop I can make to go there is to pick you up to have you drive me. You have to drive me home from the appointment. I go up there, I go in and I see this ophthalmologist.
Because this is something that could have taken your vision had you waited even longer.
Entirely. I was told that I needed surgical intervention because I was potentially about to lose all of my vision permanently from my right eyeball.
Oh my God.
And I said, so what kind of surgical intervention are we talking here? Because my Grey's Anatomy mind just was like...
You're like, has this been on an episode?
Yes.
Do you have doctor?
It has not.
What doctor would do this surgery?
So I had to have some work done.
What doctor would have had to do this surgery? Has there ever been an ophthalmometric?
He did my surgery.
Surgeon? I mean on Grey's.
Oh, there was a girl that got a piece of glass stuck deep in her eye.
So who would have done your surgery?
She was a guest star. She was Mark Sloan's.
Well, that's a whole untapped season of an ophthalmologic emergency.
They really have not tapped into the eye.
Wow.
On Grey's Anatomy.
Is there a hot podiatrist on Grey's Anatomy?
They have not done the foot either.
What about proctologist?
Nope. Though my fingers are still crossed. Anyway, back to the story.
So are mine.
I call you. I say, "Hey, girl,"
and I wake up and say,
You answer the phone like this. Hello.
The only reason, if it was anyone else, I would have just put it to voicemail and texted and said what. But Scott never calls.
No.
So I was like, oh.
And you knew I was going to the doctor.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, he needs a glass eye. Hello.
So I called you and I said we gotta go up north. And you have to take me.
And keep in mind, he's dealing with this, but he also has to break to me that I'm about to have to drive.
Yes.
Here. I could tell he was doing the dance of like...
Well, he didn't have a choice. It was either my vision or him driving.
But you were definitely trying not to freak me out.
I was.
Because I was like,
because my
guys, I can't get to the Target that's a mile up the road.
My anxiety was high at the moment. I literally thought when I was going to Cranberry that we were...
Cranberry is a place.
That's where the ophthalmologist is. That's the town. When we got up there,
Cranberry.
I really thought I was going to be rushed into immediate surgery.
I thought that's what you made me.
That's what they made it sound
too.
like at the optometrist's office.
Well, I know, but that's what I thought.
And then when I got up there, he did his evaluation, which, by the way,
was he hot?
He was from behind until he turned around, and then he was like, he wasn't not hot.
Well, what do you know? You had a detached retina.
I did. He tells me that we're booking surgery for the next day, which would have been Tuesday.
Tuesday. Oh, do you know that since we release on Tuesdays, we can now say, see you next Tuesday?
Oh, yeah.
I know. Okay, go ahead.
We are kind of. So
Just thought that was funny.
he tells me that we need emergency. What he tells me about the procedure. Okay. I'm getting what's called, the work I had done was called a scleric buckle.
Buccal.
Scleric.
Scleric.
Is it scleric or sclerical?
Scleric.
Scleric buckle.
I think it's spherical. And
So
sclerical.
basically, my mom, after post
Type that into YouTube, by the way.
post op,
You're welcome.
my mom sends me a YouTube video of the surgery I just had. And it wasn't until later that evening after it was outpatient. It
Which
was
at
in
least
and
she
out.
didn't
Everything
send it
went
to
well.
you first.
That's it. That is the thing. I ended up being at like one of the #1 hospitals that specializes in
Ophthalmology.
like that kind of surgery, like eye surgery. The guy beside me, the patient beside me, I found out was like, he came all the way here from Wisconsin because of this one.
Oh, all the way from Wisconsin?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
That's sweet.
From the
of him.
Midwest.
From the
Hello.
Midwest. Oh,
Welcome.
hello. Do you want some cheese?
Oh, don't you
That's
know?
all I know about. Oh, I just went
We go to
Jersey. I
McDonald's
just
and have a
went
nice
Jersey.
salad.
Don't you know? Don't fart in the cow.
So we...
That's not Brit, or that's not.
So my
even
mom,
Wisconsin.
like, I had the surgery. It was outpatient. It was in and out, 45 minutes, like start to finish. Scrub to scrub. That's what they say.
Scrub to scrub.
But
I don't want no scrubs.
It was, the nurses were amazing. I became like best friends with
God bless
them.
the nurses.
I gotta shout out to my nurses. Like, they made the whole experience great. Like, I never felt like stupid or judged. They all just like, and I think they liked me too because I was like young and nice.
And you got a typical surgeon, who wasn't really like calming
surgeon,
you. So
the surgeon was a typical like doctor. He had no bedside manner whatsoever.
the nurses hopefully probably knew that he didn't.
And it's when I looked over at the nurse, I'm like, okay, be honest with me. Like, is this guy any good? And she was like, that's when she was like, do you have any idea where you are right now? Like, you're in
yeah.
like one of the like best places that you could possibly be at.
Well, that's good.
And I was like, oh, that really is reassuring. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
You know, John came, picked me up.
Yeah, I did not do the transportation to the hospital because it was very city driving.
Yeah, and
I'm not quite there yet. I can do around the shopping plaza area that we live in, which is quite extensive. Lots of roads and avenues.
It's really not.
It really is.
It's
a lot of roads to remember.
This surgery, when I got home, they taped me all up and sent
it was about how long of a procedure?
45 minutes.
About 45 minutes.
In and out, scrub to scrub. Got home. Actually, I was fine enough. Oh, I know we all are worried. I know the question on everybody's mind right now is, did your balls itch?
Oh, yes. But you weren't put under.
I was put under.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And the answer is no.
Well, that's good.
And I learned from the nurse that those crazy anesthesia things that you see, like, it's usually younger kids. It's usually youths.
What did they give you?
Some kind of anesthetic.
Did they give you any for your friends?
No.
Why aren't you wearing your gift?
Well, because I don't need it right now, and it's kind of like I said,
I kind of just wanted to.
I will drop it down eventually.
I bought him an
eye patch, but I'm not supposed to like wear an eye patch, believe it or not.
I know, but they're so cool.
They want me to like use the eye. So, but if you look at me right now, I look like I've been in a bar fight.
Yeah, a little bit.
Which my eye is black.
Major improvement.
It looks like one side of my face. Like if you look at my left side, I look completely normal.
I'll post the picture I took of it on Patreon.
It's disgusting.
But warning, you might not want to look at it.
If
but
you
you
look
might.
Here, I
took the picture right after surgery, right?
After you took the picture right after I got the bandage off my eye the next day.
Right. So it was like the first picture
Yeah.
post surge.
But I will say on the way home, John and I stopped it and got treats.
Mm-hmm.
I was fine.
Yeah, you came home and acted. I mean, it was.
I literally felt fine when I got home. I just had a big old piece of tape over my eye,
yeah,
like, with a guard on it.
And you weren't in much pain because I think the lidocaine was still probably hitting you pretty strong.
Yeah. Now the next day is when we went back to my follow-up appointment, and Bobby was there. He came inside. of the doctor's building office.
As always.
Oh, God. And as soon, in typical social media guru that he is, as soon as the nurse was like ripping it off of my face, Bobby was there to greet me with his phone. Just right up.
I was ready to
lens,
take a picture.
All up deep in this.
It was gross,
nastiness.
you guys.
It is very gross.
For those who won't type it in and look it up on YouTube, describe in 30 seconds. Give them the 30-second surgery.
I was not in any pain until that night, the night of the actual surgery, when my mom sent me the video. And this is where, like, after I finished the video is when I felt every piece of pain that I. Do
you think you wouldn't have hurt as much if you didn't watch
I genuinely do.
That's probably very
So this
possible.
is what they did, guys. And close your eyes, even if you're driving, just to picture this, okay?
Mm-hmm. Give Jesus the wheel. Hand it to God.
They took stitches, and they did what's called a mattress stitch. I knew that from Grey's Anatomy.
Mm.
And they literally sewed a mattress stitch in, and a mattress stitch, like they sewed a track, basically. They were sewing a track to fit
like
this
a wig track
buckle to go through. And the buckle, literally, they sewed a track all the way around my eyeball. Like, started at the top, went all the way around, but they were like pulling my, it's disgusting. Then, after they sew the track all the way around your eye, they put basically a zip tie. And then they like pull it tight like you would a zip tie, clip off the end, and it just is back in my head now.
Yeah. Think of like putting a piece of fabric over a mason jar and then whirling that thing around it. Kind of like that.
Yes.
But
And they
that's
had these
sewing. Not
clamps. There's clamps that go inside.
like a speculum.
They hold your eyelid all the way up.
An eye speculum.
And like that's where most of the pain honestly came
Probably because that I can
from like them just like holding
it
my
was
eye
for sure
open.
trauma because you've got like bruised
I've
under
got a
eyes now.
Huge under eye bruise. Like I look like I've been
It looks a lot better today. Yesterday it looked like
so
he had
today
been in a
is
boxing
day
match.
6
Post-op.
Days 1, 2, 3, and well into 4 was pretty gruesome and horrifying.
Pretty ugly.
It was, I mean,
in the best way. I mean, pretty medically ugly.
Oh, that's the thing. So there's like a plastic, it's like plastic, but it's not, it's your body. It's obviously not plastic, but like a plastic piece that goes all the way around your eye that holds like everything together.
The vitreous humor.
Whatever it's called.
I think.
It's the outermost layer of the eyeball. They cut it with scissors. None of this is done with a laser. It's all done with forceps and scissors.
It's so weird to know. Ugh, it's so weird.
Not nary a laser in sight.
No.
Not minimally invasive. It's all up in your shit.
An outpatient, which was surprising.
Yes, and they like the way. Remember in that video they were putting the needle from like the stitches to sew the track in?
I didn't get to watch the video.
They were putting the needle in the eyeball, and it looks like it's like going into like a hard-boiled egg, but
yeah,
the egg is also a balloon. It looks like it's gonna pop eye juice out.
Yeah,
like it's disgusting. But
pretty.
You can see where they made the snip onto like where they pulled up the outside layer of my eyeball and made the incision. But like all the blood vessels have busted, and there's in my eyeball.
Makes my butt pucker.
So I can't take any blood thinners. I can't drink any alcohol. Like I can only take Tylenol.
When can you start drinking alcohol again?
Not until this shit's healed.
Oh.
And it's going to be months.
Months?
Months
without drinking alcohol. I don't think that's real. I think
until this is okay. It will take months for my vision to return to 100%.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm on day 6.
You should ask about the alcohol.
If I cover up my left eye, I see blurry, distinct shapes, which is nice. 2 days ago, I could not have done that. It was all just a blur. Couldn't tell you what it was. Now I can I'm covering my eye. I can see the ring light. I can see the outline of the camera. I can see like the board, the table, everything that's on it. It's the depth perception.
Yeah, he drove today for the first time.
I did drive today for the first time. I felt great. Felt fine.
And I was in the passenger seat, just super happy to give it up.
Oh,
happy to give up my place.
1 hour post-op when John and I went to the store on the way home, and I went to put my debit card into the machine, and I went like this. And if the debit card machine is like right here, I literally went like all the way over to the right. Had no
sweetie,
idea where it
honey.
was going.
It looked pretty gruesome, I have to say, and I'm surprised at how like it's still recovering.
Oh, it's
but
still disgusting.
I'm still
But the
surprised.
puppiness.
I'm surprised at the bounce backness of an eye.
The eye does heal very quickly because there is lots of blood flow to it.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that because to me, especially like how savage it sounds,
Horrifying.
it feels like it would not heal as good as it is healing. Like right now, a couple days ago, I would look at you and it looked like you got cut up like fresh meat. But now I would look at
like
you.
I had like one normal side and like.
Now I look at you and
eyeball
it
of a
looks like you were
corpse.
just in a really bad fight and didn't win.
Yeah.
But I was very impressed you drove today and I was very happy to let you.
Yeah, it was fine. But it was just the recovery has not been seamless. It has not been all good. There have been many painful migraines.
Yeah.
And headaches. I've not had a headache since it's happened.
Ugh.
Like my headache level has been resting. Like a good headache level for me is like a 3-4. That's what it's been at. Because like light exposure can be a dick, big time.
Yeah.
It could take me to my knees.
That's why I got you that eye patch.
I know, which is why I'm wearing this eye patch for when I need it.
It's very stylish. Amazon Prime $7.99 if you want to be just like the BBC.
Yes.
You down with BBC?
But I will say,
yeah, you know me.
You know what the worst part of all of this shit is? Is that I did nothing to deserve it. The only thing
I was going to say you didn't get painkillers.
Well, that would have been helpful too.
That's what I would have wanted.
The only thing that caused this was having such a high prescription.
Yeah, that's the number one leading cause for this. So if you have a really high prescription,
it had nothing to do with me sleeping in my contacts, which is a horrible thing.
Hey, we might be able to save some lives. If you've ever had, if you have a really high prescription in like the -6s or the +6s, one of those.
Well, it'd be negative because I'm farsighted.
Oh yeah, -6.
Yes.
If it's in the negative, high 5s, 6s, and you have what you think is like a blurry eye,
it just looks like a little blobby fingerprint. Like if you had contacts and like you got
go to your eye doctor immediately.
Yeah,
because it's not going to go away. It doesn't need rinsed. Like
No.
I thought. I was like, you've just got a smudgy eye. You're fine. You're fine.
I thought I got some eye cream on it. Just
yeah, I was like, you're fine. I was like, or you've got 6 contacts floating around. They'll
Which was also,
disintegrate.
I wanted to ask him if he found any like back there.
I doubt it.
Because I know I've lost a good 3 or 4 in my. I'm 33. I've been wearing contacts since I was in 4th grade.
I've been wearing them since I was in 5th grade, and I don't think that. I mean, I'm much younger than you, but I don't think that. I don't think that I have never not taken my contacts out. I can't. Even if I'm going to go lay down for 30 minutes, I take them out because I'm just
God.
so. I was really hoping, as awful as this is, that this was because you slept in your contacts so that I could be righteous and be like, I told you so.
I know. What
But
a good friend you are.
I know. But that's what I really wanted it to be. But
no,
when I found out what the real cause was, I was like, I don't even believe him. I think he's lying to me. And I even asked my mom, and I talked to my mom about it. My mom was like, they say it's because the number one cause is a high prescription, like farsightedness. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, it's
okay.
that.
I was like, fuck. It's like, I don't have it to lord. Is it lord over his head? Lol.
I get it.
Dangle.
Yeah.
Say I told you so. Told you so. Told you so. Told you. Told you. Told you so. We've been watching Will and Grace for roughly 72 hours straight.
It's been 84 years.
That and the comeback. I finally
have to watch that.
I finally got Scott to watch one of my favorite shows of all time. It only has 2 seasons.
Yeah,
and
because
they were
I've been in
10
recovery.
years,
We've had nothing to do but watch television.
and they were 10 years apart. But it's called The Comeback. It's on HBO.
Lisa Kudrow.
First season was 2004, I think.
I think it was like 2001.
No, because 2014 is when it came back for season 2, and it was 10 years after.
Oh, that still makes sense. 2004 would make
So I
sense.
think 2004, but
Jane.
it was so ahead of its time, don't you think?
It definitely was the first season.
2004. If the first season would have aired when the second season aired, I think it would have kept going.
Like, when did Housewives start airing? Like,
Housewives started airing around
Real Housewives of Orange
2000.
County.
2006, 2007, I want to say.
It was literally, and it's nothing about Housewives. It's just like that same level of reality TV that's being made, I guess you could say.
Inside the show. It's a very meta show. Like,
it's a show within a show.
Within a show.
Within a show.
Then the second season is a show within a show within a show within a show.
I got lost in that, but
there's Seeing Red, there's other shows.
Yeah, but it's the dumbest shit I've ever watched. But it's
very real. Lisa Kudrow makes what could be so stupid genius, I think.
And the thing is that like
is amazing as Valerie Cherish. Oops.
Valerie Cherish is delusional as she is like a badass bitch at the same time. Like,
you finally get to that. I mean, that's what the whole fun journey of the comeback is. It's like she starts out as this person you love to hate. Like, she's so stupid and annoying and vain, but like
she was on a big sitcom in the early 90s.
But the premise is all you're watching is raw footage of
it's some documentary style.
What will be edited into the reality show that she's taking place in. So you're always watching her try, and she's trying to be on at all times.
She's filming a new sitcom at the same time, and
that's what her reality show is about.
It's
she's
crazy.
Always trying to self-produce. Like, if you're a Housewives fan, all the housewives that try to like are with their husband on TV, leading the conversation, making it like, "Oh, honey, did you see?" Like if they say anything that kind of like embarrasses them or humiliates them, they kind of just smile through it, and it's so good. You have to watch it. It took me 5 years to get him to watch it, so you've got to watch it.
It takes a few episodes to get into.
It takes a few episodes, I think, because it's hard. It's hard to like.
The first season is very dated.
I think it holds up.
But like
because of how reality obsessed the world still is,
and how
I think it holds
fast
up.
The world exploded, like
with fashion and stuff.
Yeah,
it's
like
very dated. And technology and stuff. But it's. I mean, we binged the second season in almost a day.
Yeah.
So, and the first, so you can watch it real easy. It's a quick watch, and it's very rewatchable because the subtleties that Lisa Kudrow brings to it. Like just little things that she does and says, like under her breath, or like when she's trying not to, like she's smiling through something, and she's like, okay, so yeah, well, all right, and you can just rewatch it, and it's so funny. It's probably the funniest thing she's done besides Friends.
Thank you, Carlos. His name is Juan. I can't right now.
I can't right now. She's so funny. She reminds me a lot of the New York Housewives, I think. But like, I don't know. I won't bore you with Housewives stuff, but deep tease, maybe I will be soon.
Depth perception again.
What was it? Oh, yeah. Scott's depth perception just made him slam into the mic. So we're going to take a break. We have been drinking coffee instead of alcohol since the BBC isn't allowed any. I won't partake either. We've been drinking coffee, and John bought us some creamer. He's so sweet. He bought us what kinds?
There's Golden Grahams.
Golden Graham.
Rice
Krispie treats, which is so good. That's what I'm going to go fill mine up with.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's correct. And you had what? Golden Graham first?
I just had the Golden Grahams.
I did too, and it was good.
It was good. It was okay.
Scott doesn't like a sweet coffee drink.
I don't.
I don't either as my like morning coffee.
I like a vanilla silk.
But like after dinner, I like a sweet coffee treat.
I just don't like sweet coffee. It gives me,
I don't like to add sugar or sweetener to it, but I don't mind adding
like Maxwell
creamer.
House too. So it's
good to the last drop, I always say. So we don't have a craft services because we're fat, lazy slobs.
Oh yeah, recovery consisted of lots of
deserve
snacking.
it. Yes, we'll let you know what we ate instead of eating. We'll let you know what we ate this week. All right, and we'll be right back. Thank you.
Bye now. Jane is John.
Oh, it's rolling, and if you couldn't tell, we're back.
And we're back.
So, I just got a refill of my coffee and got Rice Krispie Treat creamer.
I did the same thing. Tell me what you think.
Did you get Rice Krispie Treat?
Did.
Oh, it's my favorite. I've had it once.
I'm not entirely fond of it.
Oh my God, I think it tastes just like Rice Krispie Treats cereal. Not Rice Krispie Treats. Rice Krispie Treats cereal, which is the best cereal.
I'm not fond of it.
Oh, you know, if we want to talk about what I'm not fond of, you guys, I know that Magic Spoon is a big sponsor of a lot of the podcasts you probably listen to. Not ours, because we don't have one, because we have like 5s and 7s of listeners across America. But
the world.
Well, yes, the world. I did see one in Spain.
Did we have some in Poland?
if you're listening in Spain, hola.
And some in Norwegia?
Norwegia?
Norwegia.
Is that a city?
That's the...
Is it a state?
Norwegian area of the Norway.
Isn't that Sweden?
No, Norway is...
But
Norwegian. Norwegia is a
and I think
bad word.
I'd have to look at, but I thought we had someone... Oh, we had like 2 Australians, so good day.
Good day. Hello, down under.
And I think there's a lot. There were a couple that I was surprised by, but I thought I saw one in Hawaii. So aloha.
Aloha.
Almost said hola.
Aloha.
Hola is Spain. Aloha, aloha. Oh yeah. Fun fact: if you like RuPaul's Drag Race, hello, hello, hello. RuPaul stole that from
Valerie Cherish,
Lisa Kudrow, and the comeback. So, but if we want to talk about a cereal that I don't like and I wanted to like so bad because I was like, this will be such a good replacement, that Magic Spoon cereal that everyone shoves down
your throat,
the throat with advertising.
Not good, huh?
Actually, it tastes really okay, but the farts. And the cramps.
Oh, really? Cramps? Over.
Well, what it basically is like that protein powder that meatheads use made into a cereal. And that, I mean, I could clear a gymnasium.
That's foul.
And it tastes good, but it hurts afterwards. And
that's how you know it's working.
I know. I have to like curl up in the fecal position. And I literally mean fecal position. It's not that good. I have a little bit of the chocolate left. It was so expensive that I'm going to make myself finish it.
It was like $9 a box, wasn't it?
It was insane, yeah.
That's outrageous
and
for cereal.
4 servings, I say.
And they're little boxes.
Yeah, little boxes of farts. Little boxes of farts. It should be called Magic Farts cereal.
That's disgusting.
It will make, I mean, screw beans, the wonderful fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. Magic Spoon. Their slogan should be like, don't trust your farts.
Oh, are they that kind of fart?
Hey.
You couldn't trust them.
I mean, maybe it's just my age. At my age, you can't trust any fart. But
with your incontinence issues.
Yes, right, of course. But with
Thanks,
these,
oops, I crapped my pants.
Thanks, oops, I crapped my pants. But no, I mean, no, they were full of protein and fiber, so it definitely wasn't like I couldn't trust them, but I couldn't trust to be in the same room with people and let them, I mean.
I appreciate it because I don't recall them.
Well, usually they were in the morning or in the middle of the night. I tried to get it to make to like, since I sometimes, I'm trying to break it. Now I have a tea at night when I want my midnight snack and I just gotta fucking have it. I'm ravenous bitch and I just want to eat everything after midnight. And so I thought it's not good.
I don't.
It's not. But I was like, well, at least I'll have something kind of healthy and protein packed instead of like sugary. And it just made my night tooths very aggressive. So it's a no from me, dog. On the Magic Spoon.
Well, you really sold it to me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I hope they contact us to sponsor.
Ugh.
Magic Toot cereal. It's just not, I mean, if you want to try it. I mean,
you know what else we would love to have sponsor us is Liquid IV.
I already get.
I know, but like, they could sponsor us here too.
Well, I mean, I can already say, go to liquidiv.com and use code It's Bobby for 25% off and free shipping.
We love Liquid IV.
We do love Liquid IV, but
The golden cherry.
The golden cherry and the
tangerine.
And the Concord grape's pretty bomb. But yeah, if you like Liquid IV, you can use my code It's Bobby, ITSBOBBY, and you get 25% off and free shipping, which I think is one of the best discount codes I have. That's a big discount, and I like free shipping on anything.
It's expensive at Walmart.
Yeah.
So to get free shipping plus 20% off, it's the best deal.
Or go take it to Walmart, take it up to the cashier, and just yell, "It's Bobby!" And see if they give you my discount. and after you do it, and they're like, "What?" Say, "That's 25% off, and you have to drive it to my house."
Oh, it's 25%.
25% off.
Holy shit!
I know.
Good.
I know, and it's really good. And for people who hate water, like I do, it really makes you drink your water.
I love water.
I hate water.
I'm incredibly hydrated.
I am incredibly dehydrated.
I love water.
I don't know if that time we watched Dune, if I was sick because I was dehydrated, or
if it was the movie that was...
The movie could have just been killing me. But do you remember I came out here and like tried to get on the couch and fainted?
You did.
And you were like, "Would you
get it together?
Take a drink?"
I was like, no.
And I hadn't drank, and I felt so sick. And I think it was because I just don't drink water.
Your blood is just Fresca and coffee.
Yeah, that's also the title of my upcoming memoir. Soon to be published.
Uppers, downers, Fresca, and coffee.
Uppers, downers, poppers, and Pop-Tarts.
Poppers and Pop-Tarts, Fresca and coffee, uppers and downers.
It's going to be a trilogy.
Yeah.
First one will be uppers and downers.
And followed with Too Many Martinis.
Too Many Martinis, yeah. That's actually the title of my first album. I'm just going to sing songs backwards.
Sorry, off the fur. I've had too many martinis.
I'm just going to take hit songs, switch some vowels around.
Oh.
Yes.
For craft services, we forgot what we were going to tell them.
Well, we're having an imaginary. Let me. Yeah.
Because of the recovery, there have been lots of unnecessary, lots of snacking, lots of unhealthy snacking.
Let me get the queen to introduce past craft services. So we decided to forego craft services, which also meant, I'm very sorry, Patreon members, and I just didn't want to put a lot of lights on Scott today.
Yeah, I'm infirmed.
If you're watching us, we might be a little dark. We're not perfectly lit. I'm very translucent and see-through next to my olive-skinned friend here.
We are infirmed.
Yes, we are infirmed.
We're taking it easy this week.
And we didn't spread our beef curtains for you because, well, first of all, we're not hungry.
Yeah, we shouldn't be.
And I don't think we will. We're going to have to think of something to do for behind the beef curtains for a while, because I think craft services is going to be ice water
and Tic Tacs with 2 forks
and and a little bowl of orange Tic Tacs, because after what we ate, his cousin sent him a care package.
Oh my God! Shout out to Blala Lake.
Yeah. And I swear to God, she literally gave me
diabetes.
Yeah.
So thanks.
It was so. First, John and I came home from the surgery, and we stopped at that new word place cake shop called Nothing Bunt Cakes. I love I love a store with like a play on words of a name.
Yeah.
Nothing Bunt Cakes. And let me tell you,
the Come and Go. Have you seen those gas stations?
Yes.
Come with a K. Makes it better.
But so we stopped and got individual cakes, 2 individual cakes per person.
Oh, I forgot about those. God, I'm not even thinking about those.
So I had a lemon and a white chocolate raspberry. We all had a lemon. The lemon was fire.
Yes, we did all have lemon, and it was really good.
And then you had the confetti. How was the confetti?
Oh, honey.
It never lets you down.
Nothing ever lets me down. Funfettis never let me down.
Yeah. And then I can't remember what the other one John got was.
John got some sort of like raspberry? No,
he didn't get the white chocolate. That's what I got.
Oh.
Did he get a chocolate one?
No.
Or he got the strawberries and cream.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yes.
So we had, and then that was dessert because I had Chipotle too, right? But for dinner, John and I had Chipotle. Then we had cake.
That's for me. A squirtin'.
I didn't have anything, so I just put that.
And then what else? Blake sent us the pièce de résistance,
which I have seen. Okay, so Blake sent us something amazing, and we'll say what it is in a minute. But I have longed and like lusted after these for a long time, and I always one of those things I always thought I will order that one day because it's not like beyond the realm of. It's not like it's very
spit it out
affordable for what it is. It's expensive, but to treat yourself, it would be worth it. I always thought, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that one day. I'm gonna do that one day. But I never did.
It was Milk Bar.
Oh, yeah.
So she sent us 6 assorted cookies.
Can we remember them all?
There was
blueberry and cream was the best.
I don't know. That corn cookie was good.
It was the corn cookie was good.
It was like a savory cookie. It was like a cornbread, but a cookie.
Yeah, it was like a very sweet cornbread.
And it was like we were all like, it was probably just like corn syrup, maybe like a sweetened, just like
no, it was flakier. Like
it was
a cornbread cookie,
and it was good.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it was the chocolate, the double chocolate. It was the chocolate confetti cookie that.
See,
really
I like the
deal.
vanilla confetti cookie very much.
Yeah,
but those 3 were my favorite.
The cookies were banging.
Yeah,
but it was the multiple layered, limited edition. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think it had 11 velvet
layers.
cheesecake.
Oh my god!
You just gotta keep doing yourself until you can.
It was that good.
You went the hardest on it. You were like,
I mean, I did eat mine and everyone else's, so I was very.
You really we cut it into. What really pissed us off, which Blake, this is no shade to you. We loved every second of it.
Let's describe the size.
It's
an audio
program, okay, but it had several layers, but it was a 6-inch round cake, okay, so it's not a very big circle.
It was bigger than that.
It was a 6-inch cake. I know my cakes.
Let me hold on.
Pull your pants down.
Let me pull my dick
out. So it was supposed to be cut into 16 individual pieces.
Which I don't even have a knife that would slice that thin.
Bobby goes, 16 pieces? I can finish that in 16 minutes.
Girl, and I wasn't kidding.
He was not.
Me and cake.
You know, cake is my favorite food. I'll say it. If I've said it once, I've said it 100 times.
Ugh.
No, but we cut it into fourths.
It would have been thirds, but we had a visitor.
Shout out to our girl Tanya who came over and helped us. We ate it and enjoyed the latest episode of Drag Race.
I was not paying attention around me, and I just did my thing.
Yeah, but also, your mom sent us that Easter care package.
And I love it, Remy, and I love it.
But that Easter package that your mom said that had like cookies and candies and chocolate-covered Oreos.
There's still 2 of those left.
I thought they were gone.
No. Everyone thinks I hit them. I just moved them out of the way into my room.
Well, I get one more and John gets one because he hasn't had.
That's fine. I am done. The only thing I'm eating in there is the fruity gummy things.
Okay. But so then we had that. What else have we had this week? Oh, our creepy upstairs neighbor brought us ice cream last night.
Ice cream bars. Just 3 random ice cream bars out of a box.
That he probably found in the back of his freezer.
Yeah, like
they were fucking good.
Like, I don't understand some of the stuff he brings us. Like, sometimes I think he's just like, I'm about to throw this away. Maybe I'll give it to the fags downstairs. because like,
he wants to come into our apartment so bad.
Yeah. And
when he dropped those off last night, if John wasn't just standing directly in the doorway, he was trying to edge his way in.
Yeah, but
because he saw me back in the kitchen, like
he's always trying to edge me.
He's trying to edge all. He wants it where he can get it.
Yeah,
the first available.
He wants to have
mail.
Yeah, he doesn't care which one of us, but he wants one of us to do something with him.
And I think he would be very satisfied with any of us.
I mean, more so with me, I'm sure.
I mean, not with that haircut.
I know. I'm Tabitha Coffee, and I'm taking over. Give me the keys, bitch. Crikey, you call this a salon? But he brings us, like, one time he brought us when we moved in. Remember that raisin bread that was like, he brought down an Edamons.
Oh, he did bring us like an.
And he was like, I had this extra, and he acted like he went out and got it for us, but I was like, this is cold and has been in his refrigerator. Like, he didn't bring that to us as a welcome.
He's
present.
clearing it out. And he was looking for an excuse
So I think he was in his
to
freezer and was like, "Oh, I have 3 of these Blue Bunny ice cream bars left. I could take those downstairs." I mean, it's never like. I mean, he's put gourds.
Oh yes,
outside of our door to decorate.
Festive gourds during the fall to put outside of our door.
And I know that we're describing someone who sounds so nice and charming.
No,
but you guys, he's a fucking creep,
and he has no understanding of personal space.
Oh God, no. I mean, we moved in and he was rubbing the smalls of our backs.
It's very uncomfortable.
And I was like, "Excuse me, sir, I am sweating."
Yeah, it's not.
And if I am probably the least approachable of the 3 of us. He doesn't tend to approach me that often because
you also don't present yourself that often.
No, I do not do the gay presentation of my butt. I do not engage him. If he says hi, I say and I just keep walking.
It's very uncomfortable.
We could have probably shaken him a long time ago if John wouldn't be so fucking nice. I married one of the nicest people on God's green earth, and sometimes
he went out and got gifts for his friends.
Yeah,
he's
just like, what do you mean he went out and got gifts for his friends? No. Who?
The neighbor was needed some like gifts to give to these women of some kind, and John brought him home all these like little samples of shit and gave it to him.
Jesus Christ, what am I gonna do with him? He's too nice. He's too nice.
He came out. I was like, "What were you doing?" He came out because his voice carries our neighbors.
Oh God.
And these are pretty well insulated.
John's doesn't. It's pretty much right. You have to be right there to catch it.
But
and bring a dog or an interpreter.
Outside the door, I heard John coming in, and he was talking to him out there, and I was like, "What were you guys talking about?" He's like, "John was, Oh, I was dropping something off for him." I was like, "What do you mean you were dropping something off for him? What happened? Where did you get him things?" And then he told me what he did, and I was like, "You really let him sucker you into something like that?"
And when I say he touched the small of our back, it was the day we were moving in.
Yes, and it started up here on the shoulder.
Yeah, and then went
like
down,
rubbed down, and then like circle motions in the small of your back.
And he did it to me once. And then I was just like, I walked away as fast as I could. And then I walked back out of the apartment as we're like bringing stuff in and out and in and out and in and out. Well, the more I talk about this, the less I want to move, by the way.
We're paying movers this time.
And you can pay movers, honey.
Worth every fucking penny. I will.
Okay, cool.
And I'll never remain it.
But I walk out after he did it to me, and we had a big Tahoe at the time. Now we both have Beetles. I don't know how we're definitely going to need a U-Haul now. But John's like has the hatch open on the back of the Tahoe and is leaning in, like lifting stuff up and doing things so he can't like be distracted. And I look and I see the neighbor with his hand on John's back where his come inside tattoo is.
His bullseye.
And just rubbing. And I'm just like, excuse me, I'm going to grab something. Like, and he kept saying, "Well, should I help? Do you guys want me to help?" And I'm like, no, we sure don't. And then we met his like 70-year-old mother who was cute as button.
She's a snowbird, but like a reverse snowbird. She comes up here during the winter.
Yeah, what an idiot.
I don't get it.
That doesn't make any sense.
But it's uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable. And it turns out he's a judge.
He's a magistrate judge.
I don't know what that word means.
For the little area that we live in. Like he's an elected official.
Yeah. And he gets blowies to get people out of tickets, we've heard.
Yes.
That's just allegedly. Allegedly. I
can neither confirm nor deny, but allegedly.
With his business associate, Benji.
There have been times where he has offered fellatio in exchange for getting out of a speeding ticket.
Yeah. And depending on the speeding ticket price.
I'm not above it.
Yeah. $150 ticket.
150. Try like $275.
I'll pay it. 100. That's what I'm saying. $150 ticket. I'll pay. If it's $350 and you're like, put my knob in your mouth, I'd be like, meh. How long?
Should I bend over here?
Do I have to swallow?
Like,
Does it have to be to completion?
Do you have a pillow that I can kneel on?
Can I do it for a little bit and you finish? And I watch like I'm very excited and I'll clap at the end like, yay, you did a good job. And then I'll just tell you that I like,
And I love it, Remy, love it.
and then like you give me out my ticket. Then maybe I would take one for the team. But he's just, let's see what else. He gave us gourds. He put gourds in front of our porch.
He brought us like Greek food one time.
Oh, yeah. He brought us his leftovers from a restaurant. So when I tell you this guy is like trying to be this like score point, like if you want to score points, don't bring me like a frostbitten dilly bar from the back of your freezer.
But he did give us that infused olive oil.
Yeah.
No, that's the one
I thought
thing.
that was from someone else.
No, that was from him.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
And
it's good. Okay, it's good.
Like this blood orange infused olive oil, and we put it on a salad with some vinegar. Holy shit, it'll get you together.
And of course, he gave us peaches.
Oh, he did give us peaches. Oh, I baked that.
Yes, and of course, John told him we made it. So then we got more peaches.
I wasn't mad about it.
We could have gotten our own peaches. John didn't have to tell him that we made it. Like,
they were good peaches.
I know, but just ignore him. Just ignore him, Jonathan. If you're listening to this, Jonathan, ignore him. I have to teach John to be mean sometimes. Like, he gets frustrated, like, with people at work. And I'm like, you know what? You're a
It's
boss.
not being mean. It's just like standing your ground. And he, like I will say, last night when he came to check on me, John was like, "You're not coming in here." Like, he made it very clear. There's a line, and you will not pass it.
Yeah.
Like, you will not come across this threshold into our home. Because first of all, he'll never leave. But he even was like, "Oh, it smells so good in here." I'm like, I'm literally standing here making dinner right now. And he was like, you could just tell he was like waiting for that moment to like get an open invitation.
I would have been like, thanks, I farted. See ya.
And I was just
like
like,
I just can't with that.
Thanks for stopping by.
I can't. And
Good to see you.
sometimes at 3 a.m, it sounds like Heffalumps on parade up there.
Oh, he's a drunk.
Is he?
Oh, he's a drunk.
Sounds just like boom.
He's
boom,
blasted. When we hear him up there hooting, he's blasted.
What's he doing?
Well, there's that restaurant right around the corner that he goes to.
Yeah.
He spends all, but
Amy's Winehouse.
I've seen him coming in from work. Like what
well, anytime he talks to me, his breath is very alcoholic.
Yeah, he's like got like a rocks glass in his hands with like scotch in it or something. Like
But what does he do? I mean, if I drink alone, I'm not thumping everything.
I have seen him like standing in the stairwell, just like sloshing back and forth before. Like
Weird.
He's a high functioning alcoholic. I would, if I had to guess.
I've been contemplating becoming one of those. I told you. I understand the appeal. I mean, he doesn't seem to hate his life. But then again.
Back to my surgery. You know what one of the other gross parts about my recovery? The crusty, bloody pieces that fall out of my eyeball.
I thought you were going to. I thought you were going to say it being harder to wash your face because you can't get it wet.
It is very hard to bathe.
Yeah. When I had my neck brace and could only take a bath, I felt so dirty forever because I felt like I couldn't get clean.
I am so broken out, like in my spot where I break out, which is right around my mouth.
Because you can't clean your face right.
Because I cannot, and you know how like you have a routine of how you wash your face. Like if
yeah,
you can't do your
can't
routine,
touch.
you don't feel clean.
Yeah.
And
that rhymed.
I just
can't do your routine. Can't feel clean.
Today I found myself like I just went. I closed my eyes real hard and I just put my whole head under that water.
Did it feel good?
And then the second I came out from underneath the stream, I reached outside and grabbed my towel and just like put my eye directly on it.
Does it hurt to get wet?
Well, I didn't get I never got water inside my eye.
Oh. But he's been very diligent with his drops and I've been doing some of them. I'm very good nurse.
I have to do 3 different kinds of drops 4 times a day. And I can take Tylenol every 6 hours. That's it.
I feel like no matter what surgery you had, they should prescribe you something fun. At least a limited supply. If you have to go through all that anyway.
Oh, I didn't even tell the most embarrassing part of that.
Give me some
story.
nitrous.
I woke myself, like they told me that I went into like a twilight anesthesia. Like I didn't have anything like down my throat keeping me breathing. Like it was just, they put me in a deep sleep. That's all. And I woke myself up. They told me, like, we might ask you questions on the table that you might not remember. Like, you might wake up during surgery. It's no big deal. It's very common. Like, don't worry about it.
You might wake up with a scalpel in your...
I woke
almost said ear.
myself up at the end of my surgery by my snoring. I woke up. I was like this. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm still having surgery.
I would have been like, excuse me, can you put me back down for another
I was
like,
about
2
to, but I could
hours?
tell that they were literally wrapping up. Like he had just put the thing on top of my eyeball.
I'd be like, doctor, does this have to be outpatient? Can I stay the night? Do you have ice cream?
I will say when they wheeled me into recovery, they kept trying to like wake me up. I'm like, can I just like lay here a little bit longer?
You're like, excuse me,
now's
not the time. Mommy's busy, honey. You should have just acted like totally nuts. And it was, mommy's really busy, honey. Give mommy a
But you know
minute."
what? I woke up from snoring and I was like, first thought,
I'm hungry.
my balls aren't itching.
Oh. I thought you were going to be like, I'm starved.
I was like, it worked. It worked.
Weren't you hungry? Were you hungry?
I was hungry when I came out of surgery, but I didn't want peanut butter crackers. I wanted Chipotle.
You want Chipotle?
And I wanted nothing but cakes.
Oh, God. I can't even think about cake.
I can't.
Thanks, Blake.
I'm always thinking about cake.
I've been trying to diet for a long time. And I think Blake finally pushed me to my bottom. I've successfully bottomed out my blood sugar to the point where if I don't diet, I might just die.
That cake, though, it was so good.
Oh, God, it was good.
And there's nothing I love more. Like red velvet cake is but my red velvet
Tanya
cake.
and John didn't finish theirs, but I did.
I didn't finish all of mine, but I did the next morning.
I finished mine, John's, and Tanya's.
You sure did.
And I felt like literal
And I will say this.
death.
John had quite a piece left over.
I know. It started with I'll just have a bite.
I'll just have a sliver.
But then it just is so good. Was it a layer of like icing and then cheese? Because
It was like
I couldn't quite
there was
get
cake
the pattern.
At the bottom, there was cake, and then there was cheesecake, and then there was cake, and then there was cheesecake, and then there was cake, and then I think it was a layer of icing,
like chocolate
and
whipped
cake,
icing.
and icing and cake.
Yeah, it wasn't all cheesecake. Every other layer.
Like the bottom, in between the layers of cake, the bottom 3 were
That's what
cheesecake,
yeah.
and the top 2 were
And when it said to cut into 16ths, I was like, with what? Dental floss? I don't have a knife.
for real.
I don't have a knife. Who are they kidding? Why don't they just
One
say...
of those 16 slices, 320 calories.
Oh, God, that makes me sick.
And you had.
Ugh.
I didn't have quite a quarter piece.
You know what? You just
gotta keep doing yourself until you can.
that was what I kept telling myself while I was eating. I was just like, oh.
Thank God I had
You just gotta
sweatpants
keep
on.
doing yourself until you can.
I had my eating pants on.
Sweatpants are all that fit me right now.
Sweatpants are that fit me right now.
And that's not a joke, just a fact.
Ugh.
I really, yeah. One of my favorite pairs of pants I can't even get up over my new fat ass.
You fat ass. I'm taking the dog.
Dumbass.
Dumbass.
Oh, I really do, though, need to go on a diet. And I'm actually saying it's starting today, and it has been successful so
I
far.
have been doing very well, but this surgery all that hard work.
I hadn't been because I just hadn't reached that point yet where I was like, I care.
I will say today,
But after polishing off mine and the other person's, I think Tanya told me how many servings I probably had out of the 16.
Out of the 16 servings,
I had 4,
you had at least 8.
5, 6. Yeah, that's half the cake. Oh my God. You guys, I feel like this is my bottom. I mean, besides John, this is my bottom.
I hate you.
But really, I feel no love for sweets right now. I feel no desire for them.
Okay.
Don't.
I have
What?
to tell you what I did today.
Except I did see a chocolate chip cookie cake, and I was like, maybe.
Today, Bobby and I, we went and we went to the mall to get my glasses adjusted because I'm going to be wearing them for a long time, and I sleep in these too all the time, so they're all bent to high hell and back. So I went and got these adjusted and tightened. Then we went and looked at another apartment,
Oh, yeah. Oh.
which was
Mixed bag.
It was very cool, very different, very open, very lots of character, lots of uniqueness.
I could imagine us living there for sure. I just wish it was somewhere different.
But it was so confusing to get to. And there was like multiple, what kind of degree turns? Like 45-degree turns.
Oh,
and
like 90. Like, 90 degrees is like...
Well, 90 is like nothing, but like...
90 is not nothing. 90 is like...
a right angle. That's a normal 4-way stop.
Oh, I think that would be hard to turn. Oh, like a 180.
Yeah, like... Well, no, it would be like a 45, right?
Please call in if you're a mathematician. Yeah. We're not sure. It was a very acute angle.
It was very, very cute.
Very acute. It was not obtuse. It was not obtuse.
But we felt obtuse trying to find it.
Yes. we
Look at all of that wordplay. That was
I
good.
know. We don't only know what half of them mean.
I know. But it was just
very...
And I felt like it could fall off the side of that mountain.
Yeah, and I was just thinking like... Our DoorDash is going to be late.
That's what the first question I asked when we walked into the tenant that was still there. I was like, be honest with me. Like, how is ordering a pizza here?
Because are our Amazon packages going to arrive on time? Is everything going to get lost? Because even to get there, they texted us and said, put this address in your
This
thing.
is the actual address, but you need to put this address in to get to that place, which immediately I'm like,
so I'm like, wait, how's my like...
But I feel like if I would have just put the normal address in, it would have taken me there a lot more efficiently than that.
It might have. I really liked it, but I can't see a moving truck getting up there.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see. I mean, we would need a crane.
Yeah.
But it was really cool and so much storage. It literally checked a lot of boxes, and if we could just move it somewhere else, it would be perfect.
Yeah. But then we stopped at the store. This is where I was going to get dinner. The Shop and Slave. And
which is the only place I can find Fresca.
And we stocked up, didn't we?
No, we got 1 12-pack. That'll last me about a day.
I know. However, do you know Bobby? First of all, watching Bobby in a grocery store is fun because he literally like nobody is more touch with reality than Bobby in a grocery store.
I know. Everything
doesn't get how they work. He doesn't get how they're organized or arranged. And
they're all different. Everything's different.
But like,
what did I do? You didn't tell me I did anything.
If I pulled one over on you today.
Oh, nuts!
But it was to my own detriment. But I just didn't want your judgment at the time. Do you remember when we were standing? We were hungry at this point. Remember, if you recall.
Mm-hmm.
And we were getting cranky, and you really had to pee.
I did have to pee.
And we still had to go home, which was like 20 minutes away. But do you remember when we were at the self-checkout? And the whole time we're there, we keep like, Bobby had a nice little monologue moment with the Oreo aisle. He just sat there and was like, I love you. I cannot eat you.
I know. I was like, I just want to let you guys know.
I miss you.
It's not you, it's me.
Yes.
So maybe one day we'll be back together.
We were really wanting sweets when we were in there. Almost grabbed a cookie cake. Almost grabbed a 12-pack of donuts, like glazed donuts at the bakery section. Like it was just,
no.
We just kept saying no until the very end.
What'd you do?
Do you remember when we were standing at the self-checkout and I kind of like mentioned to you to like look behind
Wait a second.
you?
I saw you chewing something in the parking lot.
You sure did.
I thought it was cheese.
It was not.
Did you get a Reese egg?
I did not. I smashed a whole Twix bar.
Oh my God. In 6 seconds?
I ate 1 bar in 2 bites that was still in the store. I let you get like 3 paces ahead of me.
You shame ate?
I let you get 3 paces ahead of me so that I could dispose of the
I
evidence
should have known then because I never am the one in front.
And then
because I can't keep up.
Then you went straight out and went through like the tall things, and I went to the side.
I knew I saw you chewing, and I thought it was the pack of cheese we got for the ride home.
When I took the hard left out of the grocery store is when I put the second half of the Twix, the first Twix bar in my mouth.
I knew it.
And when I got to the car, I had already downed another half of the second Twix bar. And when I got in the car, I still had a whole bite left, but I just kept my head away from you, and I was looking like I was looking out the window. And you never suspected.
No, I did.
And I was like,
I did suspect because I just said I saw you chewing.
I was surprised you weren't like, I smell chocolate or like something like that. And
no, because you because then
But
in
then
the car
afterwards,
you're like, oh, I need a nosh.
I still needed
And
a
I'm
nosh.
like, And
I
then he
reached
put
back and-
cheese, like a big, huge pack of cheese cubes.
Assorted cheese cubes.
Which we're pretty sure one of that assortment is Velveeta. We're pretty sure.
There was a Gouda. There was a sharp cheddar.
And
it was a mild cheddar, actually.
Yeah, and it was.
And there was a Gouda, a mild cheddar. I think there was a provolone. There was a
I don't know. But
pepper
there was
jack.
one that was very much
But then there was
chopped
a
up Velveeta. But we ate the whole thing.
And you ate more than I did.
I did. I can throw some cheese down. And I figured.
I love a cheese cube.
And there's not carbs in it, which I don't understand.
And it was like a poor man's charcuterie board on the road.
It was a charcuterie board. And it was good. It held me over until
so yeah,
we got
I had
home.
that Twix bar and that cheese.
I can't believe you had a Twix bar.
I
saw you chewing.
the way you were initially
I even was
standing.
like, he's not chewing tobacco, is he?
Oh God.
Well, I didn't know, but I knew you were chewing something. And then when you brought out the cheese, I was like, oh, it's the cheese that he was chewing. But it was not, apparently.
But the way you were initially standing when we were at the self-checkout, like you were in direct eye shot if I would have reached down and grabbed a Twix. And I knew if I would have done that with you looking, you would have
slapped that out of your hand.
so far out of my hand.
I would have.
And I would have, we would have caused a scene in the
What was
self-checkout.
I doing? Because I was
You
saying,
were just standing there, just waiting. You had scanned your
I
Fresca,
told you.
and you were just watching me scan the rest of the stuff.
I told you I'm
and I was
dissociated right now. I'm watching my body from outside my body
So I
because
just
I
had
have
you,
too much serotonin in my brain.
I knew I could distract you. I knew I could get you to turn around to look at something nonchalantly, and you did, and I didn't give you any context, and I just ignored you when you turned back around, and I could tell that by that point you had already forgot why you were looking back there.
Yeah.
So
Well, there were slot machines in this shop and save, which I
the
found
little lotto
very,
machines, yeah.
which I found very charming. I love slots.
Felt like home.
It did. I used to go to the slots all the time with my
The sluts?
grandpa. The sluts at the bowling alley. I've won big sometimes on Unicorn. Just saying, if you ever play those games.
I don't.
I
don't make enough
I
money
think
to
that's why
gamble
I
at.
have shoulder pain. It's from
Just-
hitting the slots all the time because it's just a button. And we used to go all the time. And my mom would be like, "Don't go. Don't waste your money." And then Larry'd be like, "Here's $200. I'll take $200. Let's see what we can make." And it was always zero.
But you had a good time.
But we did have a good time. We went to those places that get robbed in the middle of the night.
Oh, like those
Like-
central
Yeah.
perks
Yeah, we
thing.
went to those places.
City perk.
We were hardcore gamblers. But
My grandma, God rest her soul, her and her friend Sandy, they used to go on those gambling. She played bingo. She never missed a game of bingo every Sunday night.
Larry used to do that all the time too. He
Or
doesn't
maybe it was
anymore.
Thursday. I don't remember.
He doesn't
But,
do anything anymore.
But anyway, she and her and Sandy, they would take gambling trips. They'd go to riverboat casinos and stuff like that. And on the way
I think
down-
sometimes she went to the same bingo as Larry.
Yeah.
Because
At
I
one point
remember him talking
at the
about
Knights of Columbus.
Yeah, but they also went at the art center. There's always
And she also played
there's always a
Pacino.
bingo to be had in Parkersburg.
Yeah. But her game in later life was Pacino. Not Keno, Pacino.
Is that what she called it or what it was?
No, it was Pacino. It's a
Oh.
card game. But they would go on their trips. They would be driving down, and the giant billboards would be like "Gamblers Anonymous," 1-800-GAMBLER. She always felt like this always made me laugh when she told those stories.
My grandpa, for a couple years in a row for my birthday, gave me $300 and said, "We're going to the Mardi Gras casino." And I was like, "Yeah!" Trash.
We have two
Trash.
really huge casinos right around the corner from us.
Ugh, don't tell me that. I remember when I went to Vegas
You drink for free.
I went to Vegas with our friend Amy and Abby, and Amy had never gambled before, I remember, and she won some, a little bit, just a little bit, and
Just her money back.
yeah, and it tickled her pink, and so we were back up in the room, and she was like, "I think I'm gonna go back down just for a little bit and see what happens."
Crack addict.
And she came back at 4-6 in the morning. I don't even remember, and she was like, "I lost $600," or however much she lost, and she was like, "I'm never gambling again." And she was very up. She basically lost all the money she brought. So,
Oh my God. See, I work too hard for my money.
I'm not a good gambler. It stresses
I will go
me
play
out.
the penny or the nickel slots just to drink for free. You know what I mean? Just to keep the drinks flowing.
I like to gamble other people's money.
Give me a $10 bill and a penny slot.
Yeah.
Or a nickel slot.
As long as it's drinks are coming. I'm not going to buy any drinks. Because the drinks at the bowling alley, not the hottest.
Well, they probably weren't free either.
No.
Yeah, we could go to the casino here and
Really?
Yes!
I thought that was just in Vegas.
No!
Oh, God. $10 all you can drink? I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down.
You just have to be gambling the whole time.
I've decided I really want to try to get into
alcoholism.
Bloody Marys.
Oh.
Well, yeah. I didn't think I'd bring up I was tossing around being an alcoholic, but I just really feel like I would like a Bloody Mary.
I would not.
And I think I've tricked myself into thinking I don't like them, but I think I might.
I think they're
because I like celery, and I like the fact that you stir it with celery, and I think it makes me feel like cool.
You want to drink Bloody Marys for the way it looks.
Yeah.
You just like the way you look. You think that you would like the way you look drinking a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
I hate you.
But I think it would be good with some pepper.
They put Tabasco, they put hot sauce in them.
I know, and I think it would be good with
I told you that when we started the restaurant I worked at had like a piece of crunchy bacon and a dill pickle.
See, yeah, I would love it.
But
it's like
to me, they taste like spaghetti-o sauce.
Well, I eat SpaghettiOs. I eat SpaghettiOs cold out of the can.
I love a SpaghettiO.
Cold out of the can?
Not cold out of the can.
With the meatballs?
Especially not with the meatballs. The meatballs are disgusting.
For me, it's especially the meatballs.
Ew, these aren't even meat.
I don't care. I don't care what they are. They're good.
I used to
give me a cold can of SpaghettiOs and a cold can of cream corn, and I am. That is my dream dinner.
I also vivid memories of you eating beefaroni out of a can.
Oh yeah, cold out of a can. I love anything Chef Boyardee right out of the can cold is delicious. I love
anything prepared by Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boy, are you gay? I like it all. I don't like it heated up. I like it cold, and I like it out of the can because it tastes a little tinny.
Because that's what food needs. It's just that little bit of tinny taste.
I like it. It gives me
the most foul human being in the world.
I like it, and I prefer my pizza rolls in the microwave.
Ew.
I know they're soggier that way, and I like that.
I like it crispy.
And I like to dip them in ranch.
Ew.
And then squirt a little sriracha on it.
Pizza and ranch, I'll never get you people who like that. That's disgusting.
It's good.
It's not.
It is. What's wrong with it?
Everything.
Not a thing.
Everything. First
Hidden
of all,
Valley
I'm not crazy
ranch.
about a ranch.
I like a Hidden Valley. I don't like my valleys exposed.
I will cook with like a ranch packet all day long. But like just ranch dressing as a dip, I can't fuck with it. I'm sorry.
I don't hate it, but I don't want to put it on everything, but I do like it on pizza with sriracha.
That's foul.
Sriracha and ranch on a cheese pizza.
Ew.
So good. Especially a freschetta.
Freschetta tastes better.
Freschetta's better.
But nothing is better than Domino's. So
No. Except Papa John's new stuffed crust looks pretty banging.
I hate a stuffed crust.
What?
Give me a Domino's pan pizza any fucking day.
Gasp.
Gasp.
Gasp. I can't believe that. I love a stuffed crust.
I
love a good topping.
But then again, I'm the one that gets my pizza with light cheese on it.
I like
extra cheese.
No, I like the normal amount of cheese. He likes extra cheese.
He gets extra cheese.
My mom likes extra cheese. She don't ever want to poop again when it comes to her pizza.
It's gross. I
like a lot of sauce.
I want enough. I'm a sauce person.
I like sauce.
I am a sauce and a crust person. I love a bready
That's why I
pizza.
like a stuffed crust, because then you have a breadstick for dipping.
No, that's what just a normal crust is
It's
for.
a cheese stick for dipping.
I don't need the cheese stick. I want.
You like cheese sticks.
I like deep fried mozzarella sticks, yes, but to me it always just tastes like. I just don't like it. I'm not crazy about a stuffed crust. To me, it doesn't need it.
You know what I really liked that everyone thinks is so gross is those hot and ready pretzel pizzas from Little Caesars that had the cheddar cheese.
Okay, let me
and the pretzel salt. And
First of all, I miss Little Caesars.
I know there
We don't have
isn't
them
any
here.
in the
And
Pittsburgh area.
let me tell you, it's a good thing because when we had Little Caesars, I ate it too often.
Oh yeah, me too. And
It was so easy to go get a $5 hot and ready, and the $5
That's
lunch
my
combo
grinder
was
name.
like the 4-piece deep dish peas. Like those were my fave.
I loved the pretzel one, but it was like
People hate on Little Caesars.
I know,
I
but
don't get it.
I don't either.
I love it.
I love that, and I loved school pizza.
I hated school pizza, but
I love school
the
pizza.
Chef Boyardee pizza that my parents made growing up, fucking love that shit.
Oh, and it was always like an event.
Yes.
Like, I'm making Chef Boyardee pizza,
And I was like,
always
I am on my way home right now. I cannot wait.
Yeah. Like, parents always thought that was like such an accomplishment. Like, I am Mamma Mia in the kitchen.
Make a
They were
pizza.
making a pizza. And my mom would always, it was a special occasion. Like, we're having Chef Boyardee pizza.
We had it once a week.
Yeah, it didn't matter. Like, we could order it from wherever or get it from wherever. And we never really said, like, we're having Domino's pizza for dinner or we're having Pizza Place dinner for dinner.
Oh, the pizza place.
It would be, it would just be like, we're having pizza for dinner. But if it was Chef Boyardee, we're having Chef Boyardee. I'm making a Chef Boyardee pizza.
I had a birthday, like I think it was my 12th birthday party that we had at my house. Like, what I requested was my mom's dirt cake for the cake because I love a dirt
I
cake.
love dirt cake.
My mom's dirt cake is just, she hates making it more than anything in the world.
Why? It's so easy.
It's just a labor of love. Like, she just hates it. She hates making it. But I swear she puts crack in it. Because now that's the cake of choice for
I'm
like
thinking
all of my
about our
nieces and
rice pudding
nephews.
from last week.
Ah.
Oh, so good.
But we had dirt cake and Chef Boyardee pizzas for the party, and I thought
I'm sure I was
lit.
there, and I'm sure I appreciated
You
every
did.
second of it.
We
because
ate every. God,
I
you think about all those like birthday parties you had growing up, and like you always wanted to have the cool birthday party.
had a lot
My
of mine
favorite
at the
one was the
skating
dirt
rink.
cake. I had plenty of those. We loved a skating party, but the dirt cake and the Chef Boyardee pizzas, for some reason, that one just sticks out in my mind as like one of the best.
I feel like that's the only other place I've only had my birthday parties at my house or at the skating rink.
We did them at the mall that one year. We went to the movie, we went to the arcade, and we
Not
ate
for
the food court.
mine.
Yes, it was, because I remember I vividly remember because I was eating tons of Hershey pies from the Burger King in the food court. Your dad was like, "Scotty, you gonna have any more pie?"
How old was I?
Oh, we were kids. Like, we were little. Like, I think
So just a few
maybe
years
10.
ago. Oh, just like 8 years ago.
Oh God.
So I did that. I kind of do remember that because they didn't come into the movie with us.
No,
I remember that.
we went to the Laser One,
Yeah. The laser one.
which was the arcade by the movie theater.
Yeah.
And we ate in the food court and at the Burger King. But we, like, all of us got Burger King, but it was...
Other than that, they were mostly at my house or the skating rink.
At the bowling alley. Didn't you have any ever have...
I think I did do the bowling alley once when I was in the bowling league.
Did you ever have one at, like, the YMCA?
I don't believe so because
Like a pool party?
No, because I was always a February birthday.
A pool party?
So
A public pool? Why doesn't somebody just pee directly on me?
I pee in the pool.
I love Will and Grace.
I pee in the pool.
There's never been a pool that I haven't peed in.
I don't think me neither.
I have
I
peed
think
in
I've
every
peed in every pool
been in.
I've been in. Mm-hmm.
My
Yeah.
parents just got a new pool like 2 summers ago.
Peed in
Jumped
it.
right in it.
Peed.
My mom was like, "Do not pee in this pool." I said, "Too late."
You know she does. You know she sits there in her floaty and pees.
Duh.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I
late.
I don't want a pool. I like other people's pools because I don't like to maintain them.
My mom took out the most astronomical loan and added this huge addition onto the end of like back deck, built like an above ground pool that she built like a deck around off of our screened-in porch. I mean, it's beautiful back there. You've been back there.
Yeah, my mom likes to go and
Listen,
sit in it.
she spent all this money to like, this is your dad and I's, like, this is what we're spending our 40th anniversary doing. Like, we're buying a big pool. We've always said we wanted to do it for all the grandkids to come over, have big pool parties.
Do they never use it?
My parents went to my brother's house this weekend to see the other grandchildren that they have,
Yeah.
which is like an hour and a half from where they live. My brother goes, yeah, we decided we sold our boat, so we're gonna put a pool in the backyard. And my mom was just pissed. She goes,
Why?
I just bought that pool for you guys to come over, and you're gonna build one now at your own house.
But they're like 3 hours away.
And my brother was like, well, if I want to go swimming, I don't want to drive an hour and a half to your house.
Oh God, your mom
like,
thought
you're never gonna come over.
your mom thought it was a grandkid trap.
What was funny is my mom, when they went there this weekend, my mom FaceTimed so that my brother could see my eye for the first time, and my brother was like, hey buddy, what's going on? Blah 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 blah. And I was like, they were talking about the river. I said, you guys talking about putting the boat
you
back
are
in the water?
shaking the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Like it looks like we're in an earthquake.
And he was talking about I said, are you guys gonna put the boat back in the water soon? He was like, we sold it. We were bought out, so we're gonna put a pool in our backyard now. And my thought was immediate. I said, does mom know? Is she pissed?
You knew she'd be pissed.
And then not right after I said that, she goes, I just put that pool in the backyard for all of you, and you're gonna
Just be like, don't worry, Bobby's mom will come. Because my mom's always like, I think I'm gonna go see if Sandy doesn't let me go in her pool. My mom loves it.
It is a really nice pool.
It is
It's
pretty.
huge.
It's pretty huge. Pretty nice.
Pretty huge.
I remember you had that hot tub back there for the longest time that like
hated
nobody
that fucking
cleaned. Nobody ever cleaned.
No, my dad just put so much work into that fucking thing, and it was just.
I loved it. We loved it though when we had a TV out there.
It did. My aunt built a big old birdhouse.
Yeah, for a TV.
It fit like an 18-inch like tube TV.
Yeah, with a tube TV in it, and we thought we were so cool to
and
go
like,
out there.
Even with the
Had
volume all
cable.
the way up, it was like, but you could barely hear it because the jets.
And it fogged up because you had to keep the ceramic door closed.
No, they were like wooden, like bifold doors.
Yeah, but it was like ceramic, like you could see through it.
No,
I thought you could.
no, it had like a lock on it, the latch.
Oh,
And
so-
but you had to keep the doors open, like. flat
Oh,
down a
all the
certain
way. Yeah, to keep it from getting
Steaming.
wet. Yeah, but it did anyway. I loved that.
I hated it. I hate hot water though. You know, I don't like. To.
I don't like to get wet. Period. Really, I barely like to take a shower.
I hate to sweat. But do you remember when it would snow and we would get in the hot tub?
That was my favorite.
And then we would like get out and go do snow angels and then like run and jump back.
Yes, that was my favorite.
Or like run and jump on the trampoline, then come back and
Get in the hot tub and
get
pee.
in the hot tub, piss.
Pee, eat, watch MTV hits.
It was like Avril Lavigne's "Complicated"
Yeah.
was playing.
And Britney.
He was a skater boy.
Oh, speaking of, the perfect way to end our show today is to send a huge congratulations
Oh, Jesus
out
Christ.
to Britney Spears for becoming pregnant with her third child. Congratulations on catching that load, Britney, and I hope that it is a girl. Because
I don't care.
happy, well, I guess it's not birthday. Happy Insemination Day.
Straight people are gross.
Yeah, if you're straight, you're gross. Straight people are weird, but I am happy for her. That means that girl, as soon as that conservatorship was over, she got that IUD out, honey, and she got to
that
work.
dick in.
Yes, she got to work, bitch. Get it? I made a pun. So sorry that we didn't do it behind the beef curtains for the 7s and 5s of you who subscribe. We'll do something.
We're infirmed.
We are infirmed, and we're gonna have to think of something besides making sweets for behind the beef curtains. So
We were talking about like maybe filming our tour through that apartment today, but that would have been so weird.
would have been
now.
very awkward because the residents were there. And
Yes.
how weird was it to go into someone's room when they're sitting in their bed and you're like, "Hi,
That guy was hot though.
I'm just gonna look. Oh, I'm thinking about the girl all the way
girl down at the
downstairs.
bottom was
She was
weird.
kind of like, just like
Yes.
staring at me like an owl. Like
the
who,
guy was hot.
who said that? He just had a beard. I didn't see anything.
No,
else.
he had a beard. He had long, luscious hair, but he had beautiful
That
eyes.
was her boyfriend.
and pretty skin.
The one who was taking
He had
us through.
Yeah,
that
he had
was
a
her
baby
boyfriend.
He was
I didn't get a
pretty.
very good look. I was more interested.
They had 5 cats in that house.
I was more important. That's.
I
What
kept having
was.
to remind Bobby like, quit looking at the cats and pay attention.
I was like
to
on the
home.
floor, like, hello, all
'Cause
of
we
my
coulda walked-
critters. I was like Snow White. Ooh, 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 and they all came to me. And she was like, oh, don't worry, they're nice. And I'm like, I know, I can tell. And they all came around me, and I just couldn't. I would go back just for them. They were sweet. If we left, and then Scott goes, that was too many cats. And I was like,
It was too many cats.
They had more litter boxes than cats, though, which I appreciated.
They did, and it didn't
And
smell
it
like
didn't
cat.
smell. Yep.
It
You're right.
did not smell like cat.
Did
And there
not.
was a lot of carpet.
Yep. I'm looking at my cat right now, and he is. I always forget what real cats are like.
Is that him over there?
Yeah,
Oh,
I always forget how small real cats are.
They looked like gerbils.
They look like
to
kittens.
Larrabee.
They look like kittens. Every cat I've had since my cat Bam Bam, who was he was 20 something
big.
pounds. Then I had Sal, who was 38 pounds. Now that fucker was huge. Now I have Larry, who's a good 28 to 30, I would say.
I will say this. I prefer Larry. I didn't mind Sal, but I preferred Larry to Sal because Sal really wanted to get up in your personal business.
Oh, I miss that so much. And I had to take him to get shaved every week.
And he was like,
because he couldn't clean
he
his
was
own
oily.
butthole. Yeah.
There was a film on him all the
that was
time.
just because I had to keep him shaved. That was just his skin.
It was gross.
I loved it. He was like the fattest sphinx you've ever seen. One time I brought him back and they shaved his whiskers off. And I went in and got him and I was like, excuse me, you've shaved off his whiskers. And they were like, oh, I'm sorry, we have a new groomer. I'm like, he was like off kilter for a while until he grew back, the poor thing. But he had to be shaved like once every other week because he couldn't reach his butthole to be cleaned, and if he walked across you, he left a skid mark.
Ew.
So he had to be shaved so that he could clean his butt, or so
Larry-
that I could wipe his butt. I literally wiped my cat's butt after he pooped.
That's gross.
That was love.
But
Sweet love.
I will say, Larry, because I'm not a cat person. I've never been like.
You liked your last cat, your roommate's cat. I feel like you like cats the more you're around a particular one. You're not like, let's go get a cat, but you can become fond of one.
Yes, I've become fond of only a handful of cats in my lifetime.
Yeah.
But like, you always had cats growing up, and we never had cats. So I was.
Your dad said the only good cat's a dead cat.
And he still stands by that.
Fuck you, Wallace.
But this cat doesn't like to get. He's not an emotional lover. Like
he
he's not
is to me.
He's not a touchy-feely cat. He doesn't want to spend all day in your lap. He doesn't want to like get in your face and purr. He does want to herd you to the treats, but like.
But see, at night,
he's just there.
At night in bed.
I know he does come up and cuddle you.
To me, it is like, if I am not let under your armpit right now, I will scream, and he will. He runs around the house and is like, Mah! And I have to be like, come in here.
Well,
and he'll come in.
I love the relationship I have with Larry.
I love it too.
Because we're just very like.
We're like, hey girl, good morning. And he's like, meow.
Yes.
Meow,
and
meow.
we'll meow back and forth.
He does
to each
talk,
other.
and it's never the same meow twice. It's like,
it's never the same meow.
Meow, meow, meow. He talks. Hey,
Larry.
meow meow. Hi. What you doing? You looking good? Meow. He responds to meow meow because that's kind of what I call him.
Chairman Mao.
Meow meow.
And he's just locked in and loaded on us now. He's like, you interrupted me licking
Oh,
myself.
oh, and a yawn.
And a yawn.
And how dare you?
That was a ferocious.
That was a how dare you yawn. And we are.
And he's nestled
back
back
asleep.
down.
He needs his 23 hours or he just doesn't function. He's like his dad.
But his ears are still up. Like, he's still just like.
Well, he hasn't gotten his treats yet.
Yep.
So when I say meow meow, meow meow. Not yet. Not yet. Let Daddy wrap up his show, okay, honey? Daddy's busy. He's a celebrity. Right? You're supposed to say yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, make sure you follow the show on Instagram at HeyGirlPod. Join our Patreon at www.patreon.com/what, Scott?
Hey Girl Pod.
Yeah. And usually you get behind the beef curtains, but you're not going to get that.
Because we're infirmed.
Yes, we are infirmed. And
Let's not pay,
incontinent.
let's squirt. Let's not pay, let's squirt.
I feel like I need to leave people with
This is what I do.
just I hope no one's listening to this at night because this one
You just gotta keep doing yourself until you can.
sounds like the literal devil. Like that is a line from an exorcism movie. Like the one that they're exercising and they're just like
On our way out.
they're like, God be like
the power of Christ
yeah.
compels you.
And then you're just like
You just gotta keep doing yourself until you can.
that's what I feel like that sounds
What's
like.
the one right beside it?
What, this one?
You know what I do?
Oh,
When I'm doing it though,
That is the devil voice.
this is what I do.
This is what I do.
I push until I squirt. That's how you do it, sis.
Oh, that's how you do it, sis. That's how you squirt, sis. Okay, Scott, you just made the whole camera go
I know.
like
I'm
this.
sorry, but I sneezed and I thought my eyeball was going to pop out of my head.
And we would have had that on camera.
And it hurt.
Can you imagine?
The pressure.
But the money we could have made with that video.
Can you imagine?
It's like, oh, it's in your hand. You get to pick a new one. Oh, what is this on my hand?
Probably a booger.
No. I don't know what it is.
Riveting.
Yep, it's a scale. It's a skin scale.
Anyway, thank you for listening.
And follow me at It's Bobby Jean Spears. Follow Scott at It's the Bareback Contessa. And we will be back next week with an actual Behind the Beef Curtains, but we don't know what we're going to do yet.
So get a good look of my eye.
Yes,
so
for a before and after, make sure
week.
you can take a look. Take your glasses off for the 2s and 3s of viewers.
All right.
All right, and we'll do a side-by-side
Next week.
We'll see how we've improved. People probably think you actually got like a brow lift.
No.
That'll be me in a couple weeks. But
thanks for listening.
Goodbye, Brian.
Brian.
Goodbye.
We miss you, Brian.
We do miss you, Brian. Good night.
Goodbye, Brian.
Or good night, good morning, good evening. Have fun at work. Have fun wherever you're going. If you're in the bathroom, I can see your pee-pee. Okay, goodbye, Brian.